Good morning, all of you. Myself, Rudraswamy, science teacher from Sant Tukaram National Model School. In today's session, we are going to learn about a new topic from physics, that is motion. So let's start. So, what is the meaning of motion? What is the definition of motion? When any object moves its position, changes its position from one place to another place. Suppose that shaking of my hand, see, it is in motion. Yes, in simple words, it is termed as, in physics, an object is said to be in motion. See this picture. An object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to its surrounding in a given intervals of time. See that boy is riding a bicycle. See here. It is in motion. He is in motion with respect to its surrounding. In a given intervals of time, he is in motion. That boy is in motion. In simple words, we can say that an object moves in a given time. We say that that object is in motion. Okay, next. Motion can be seen everywhere in our surrounding. You can observe everywhere, every living things, they can move. They are in a motion with respect to time. Okay. Example, a bird flying in the sky. A car is moving on the road. A moving hands of a clock and a child riding a swing are some examples of motion. See here. See, here are some examples of motion. Birds are flying in the sky. These are some examples. See here. Yes, can you see it? Yes, moving of a car. It is also in motion. Yes, you can see here. Then moving of hands of a clock. Continuously it is in motion in a given respect, given intervals of time. In 1 second, that second clock is moving continuously per second. And the child riding a swing are some examples of motion. See, you can see here clearly. Yes. However, this motion, it should be noted that the motion of an object, it is always considered with respect to or it is in relation with other objects. We must say that any object or any material or any subject, it is in motion. We are considering that motion with respect to its surrounding. Okay, to explain this in simple words, we can take one example. Just look at in the picture. Just look at in the picture. Yes, can you see this? Yes. A mother is pushing the stroller on the road, carrying two babies. Yes. Here, the mother is in motion with respect to the road. Mother is in motion with respect to the road. Road is at the rest position. Road is not in the motion, but the mother carrying the stroller with their babies, that they are in a motion. Also, see, stroller is also in the motion with respect to the road. That stroller carrying a babies, that also in the motion. The babies are also in the motion with respect to the road. Road is at the rest. At the rest with respect to the road, that babies are in the motion. But see here, the babies are at the rest with respect to that pram. With respect to that pram, the babies are at the rest. Babies are not moving. Stroller is moving. That pram is moving. But babies are at the rest with respect to that pram. And that trees surrounding that road, also the tree are at the rest with respect to the road. Trees are not moving like that mother or that babies or that stroller. They are at the rest. So with the surrounding, we are considering that motion. We are considering that motion with our surrounding, whether it is moving or whether it is at the rest. Another one example we will see. See that train is moving and that man is standing there. See here. You can see it clearly. Yes. Yes. In a similar manner, a passenger sitting inside a moving train is in the motion with respect to the person standing outside the train. The person who is outside the train, with respect to that, the person who is inside the train, moving train, that are in the motion. They are in the motion. Yes. Again, see the second image. However, the passenger is at the rest with respect to the train because he or she is moving along with the train. Actually, they are not moving, they are at the rest in the train, but the train is moving. The train is moving. So, according to the surrounding, we are forming a relation whether the object is in motion or the object is in the rest position. Okay. Next, we are going to see the types of motion. Types of motion, they are classified into various types. Motion can be classified into various types like a translatory motion, rotational motion, oscillatory motion, periodic motion, non-periodic motion, random motion, and multiple motion. Multiple motion means at a single instant there are more than one motion is carried out. That is a multiple motion. Okay, in this today's session we are going to see the translatory motion and its types. See the translatory motion, the motion in which all points of a moving body move uniformly along a straight line is called as translatory motion. When a body or any object is moving in a straight line, all the parts of its body, it will move in the straight line along with the same intervals of time. That is the example of translatory motion. See this image, you can see it clearly. Yes. The motion in which all the parts of an object moves through the same distance in the same intervals of time, that is called as translatory motion. We will see in detail. See. Consider a train moving in a straight line. See this train. Can you see this? Yes. The train is moving in the straight line path. Yes. This is an example of translatory motion. Every part of a train and its passenger, with its passenger moving the same distance in the same direction in the same duration of time. All the parts of the train with its passenger move the same distance at the same direction in the same duration of time. Yes, that is the example of translatory motion. I hope you understand this. Okay, so this is an example of translatory motion. There are two types of translatory motions are there. Rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. We'll see one by one. When an object moves in a straight line, it is said to be an rectilinear motion. When an object moves along a straight line path, it is said to be in rectilinear motion. Example, an apple falling down from a tree. It will be falling in a straight line, not in a wave-like form. It will not fall downside. Okay, it will fall downside in a straight line path. See here, you can see. Yes, it will fall in a straight line from a tree. Okay, a vehicle is moving. Vehicle moving on a straight road. See here, vehicle is moving on a straight road. It is also an example of rectilinear motion. It is moving along the straight line path. Yes or no? Yes. That is why it is an example of rectilinear motion. Again, one more example. See, here you can see. Yes. Soldier marching in a parade. They are marching in a parade in the straight line, very straight line. They are very punctual. Their marching is very in a straight line. Yes, that is also an example of rectilinear motion. Again, a bullet shot from a gun. A bullet shot from a gun. It is also an example of rectilinear motion. See here. You can see it clearly. Yes. When we shot a bullet from a gun, it will go in a straight line. Yes, very fast. That is also an example of rectilinear motion. Again, the second example of that is translatory motion, that is curvilinear motion. When an object moves along a curved path, it is also called as curvilinear motion. When an object is moving along the curved path, it forms a curve. When it is forming a distance, it forms a curved path. Yes, it is called as curvilinear motion. Example of this: a train moving along a curved track, a ball thrown at an angle are some examples of curvilinear motion. See here, see this train is moving in a curved path. See this image, can you see this? Yes, the track is curved track is there, that is why it is an example of curvilinear motion. See, that boy is throwing a ball at an angle. Yes, it will fall on the ground by making some angle, that is making a curved path. That is also an example of curvilinear motion. See this example: an object coming to the ground by forming from a height, that is also an example of curvilinear motion, because these are forming a curve. Yes, this boomerang. Yes, it is also an example of curvilinear motion. So these are some example of curvilinear motion. We will see rest of the things in today's session. We had seen about translatory motion. What are the types of motion? In that translatory motion, we had seen their types: rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. Rest of the types of motion we will see in the next session. Thank you.